Hello and welcome back. This is Kismet the Feral Grandma in the kitchen again. Kind of a normal thing for me. I'm human. I have to eat. Go figure. But I was listening to some Bart K on YouTube and it occurred to me I really ought to do a little bit more about the things I cook. Here I have a big bowl full of mussels that just came out of the heat. And I've got some nuggets of pre-cooked octopus. I picked up a pre-cooked tentacle at a store. Why? I just felt like it. And there's a little more heft to it than those little tiny bites of mussel. But some stuff is just so easy that if you like them, you should make them more often. Now I have the original broth with the juices from the shelled critters. I added some, I used water at start because if anything happened or smelled weird, I wanted to be able to notice. I added some chicken broth and a little garlic and onion for taste and a bit of salt. And like I mentioned, one piece of tentacle, which I skinned off and cut up. But we are apex predators. If we want to eat tentacle monsters because it makes the gamer part of our brain kind of giggle, then eat your tentacle monster and call it a good day. I'm reducing the broth a little bit, and then I'll pour it over the mussels in the bowl, because that'll keep them hot a little longer. They're already starting to cool. I'm standing here poking at this stuff with my bare fingers, so you know it's getting a little cool. And I'm back to my biohacking. So besides all the other stuff I typically put in my water, which includes B6 and some stuff for my gallbladder, I popped open a bottle of methylene blue today. Supposed to be quite neuroprotective, as well as being mitochondria protective. And the way my energy has been, I figure my entire 86 kilos, well, 86 kilos on a high day. Everybody's weight is a range. Plan for the high end of your range, and then when you check, you'll less likely to be disappointed. Now, the tips I had recently gotten for working the back of my upper arms, which many of us ladies do have trouble with, that's paying off. Toning up my arms real well. Yuck. Methylene blue does not taste good. And glycated, it loses the blue color, which I would not have a problem with, but I don't want glycated stuff. Yeah. I know shallots and garlic are not creatures. They are non-animal foods, but they make the broth taste so good. And I'm not going to consume all of the broth, which means I'm not going to consume all of the shallot or all of the garlic that went in. I just want to eat something before I start making dinner for Loki and the boys. Yeah, those are getting cool. If you'd like to make mussels or do your clam chowder all the way from whole live clams that you pick up at the fish counter, or if you like something else, or if you have a world of experience eating tentacle monsters outside of crispy fried calamari and things of that nature, let me know about it. Might be surprised some of the things I eat or don't eat. But we all need to eat something. Yeah, that's reducing quite well. I think I have all the bits of octopus out because I wanted them in the bowl. My daughter couldn't remember if she ate mussels or not, or if she liked them, or, whatever. Oh, that's got a bit of broken shell. I'll throw that one away. There we go. I do like my flavors. The flavor profile is going well enough over here, but should I add a splash of Lee and Perrins? Should I add... Lee and Perrins is basically a sauce that holds over from the days of ancient Rome. Somebody doing a record search found a... Excuse me. I'm belching here. They found a recipe in somebody's records from somewhere, and there was, I don't remember if it was Pompeii or something else, and they found this sauce made by fermenting anchovies and God alone knows what else, possibly some other small fish. And there was much raving about how good it was in the records. And they decided they would do it. And at first they didn't do the ferment. They just threw all the ingredients together and nothing special. Then they fermented the stuff and found out it was something special. And it goes well in a lot of things. And because of the nature of it, I think I will put a splash in. That will spread out through the broth. Put that back where it goes. And you can probably guess from the collection of spice bottles and shaky things and stuff. This is not all just what my daughter uses to cook with. The Himalayan salt's mine, and that's Redmond's over there behind it in the plastic bag. But I probably have a lifetime of seasoning, other than the salt that'll have to be restocked eventually. I'll let this stop boiling for a moment. Oh yeah. There we go. Lost a little bit of broth on the hot stove. Delightfully almost empty sink. Get a paper towel. Now, the French press is in there, and the things I use to cook the mussels. There we go. Now, in a restaurant or something, this would come with some bread, frequently toasted, but something to dip up the broth with. I'm just gonna finish these off and then pick up the bowl and drink the broth. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully have something good to eat. I promise I will be having beef later, but I like mussels. I also eat clams and oysters because let's break open something that looks like a rock and eat the morsel in the middle. And I eat crab and lobster and shrimp. And at some point I will eventually go out of my way to try langostinos, which are like a halfway step between shrimp and lobster. But this is the food I will be having, and I will be thankful for it. And I will be thankful if y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves, because Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay. Bye-bye.